and welcome back to Teaching Through COVID. My name is Peyton Bush. I teach 7th and 8th grade science. I teach in the Iowa City School District, and here is my daily, input, my daily vlog on what has been happening through my experience on teaching through this pandemic, what is going on in my classroom, my school, my district, my area, just again some thoughts, some feelings, everything else in between of this roller coaster of COVID-19. So I guess diving right into it. Today was day 12 with students. Again, we have been 100% online for the first 12 days of school. Next Monday will be our first day that we're meeting back in class. I can't be more excited for that. I am ready to be back in the school with these kids. Today was a unique day. We had our me personally, I had my 4 sections in the morning that I normally teach on Wednesdays. And then in the afternoon, typically, like between Monday and Wednesdays in the afternoon, we have what is called asynchronous time. This is, again, for those that do not know, we as teachers, we can have office hours, we can reach out to kids and families that may be behind or maybe we haven't seen yet, take emails and answer them. Honestly, we're kind of expected to answer them within the first couple minutes of getting them during that time. It really is just kind of a reteach time. However, today during our asynchronous time, we kind of had a loose cohort A orientation. So I guess to rewind a little bit, for the school year, we have trimesters, and each trimester this year, the students get a choice of being in the hybrid model, which consists of either being in the classroom when we're able to, or whenever we're forced to be, like we kind of have been the first 3 weeks, being online, or they have the option of being 100% no matter what online for that trimester. So then within those groups, the hybrid group has been broken into 2 smaller groups known as the A cohort and the B cohort. So today we had our A cohort orientation. In the afternoon, the kids really just were invited in to, 1, see their teachers for the first time in person, 2, they were given their physical schedules so that they can keep if they have a binder or a planner or something. And then it also allows them to see the building for the first time before coming for classes. Typically we do this orientation by elementary school at the end of the school year, so they would have come last year as 6th graders, but that didn't happen because we left and weren't able to come back from spring break on. So we did this orientation today. We invited 8th graders to come if they would like to as well. What they did, they go through their full day schedule, starting with homeroom, and then we spent today about 5 minutes with each class, kind of again introducing ourselves, letting the kids ask any questions that they may need to. But really, though, again, is just for new or incoming students to check out the building. Like I said, get familiar with it, because it's a big building for being a middle school and just having 2 grades in it. In a normal school year, we house anywhere between 800 and almost 1,000 students, so it's a pretty large middle school. We're under construction, so that also adds to a lot of anxiety and stress of our new and incoming students. So 1, it doesn't look like it would have anyways, and then 2, there are a bunch of rooms that can't be used right now because they're under construction. So we have temporary classrooms in the back parking lot that the kids have to get to in between class. They still have some of their classes in the building, so it really might be a big fiasco for the first week when we are truly transitioning from 40-minute classes to 40-minute classes. Tomorrow we'll do the same thing, except it'll be in the morning with our B cohort kids. Again, it's the same idea, letting them see us in person for the first time, allowing them to find their classes, helping them understand the best route to take in between classes to get there in the allotted time. Students, they don't get lockers this year, so there's no reason for them to be really congregating in the hallway, and that's one of the expectations this year when the bell for class to ring in, for the bell at the end of class, when that rings, the expectation is if you need to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. If you need to fill up your water bottle, the motion sensor water bottle fillers are still on, but there's no actual push to use water fountains. So really in between classes, the students' only options are go to the bathroom, fill up their water bottle, and then get to your next class. It's not really, the 4 minutes is not run really quick to your class, put your books down at your seat, and then go back in the hallway to talk to your friends, or opposite of that, run out to the hallway, talk to your friends, and then run to class right before the tardy bell rings. No, it's really, we shouldn't have any tardies or lates because of that expectation, but again, things happen, plans change, so we'll see exactly how that goes. Some other takeaways from today: us teachers, we were given just normal kind of household sanitizing spray, and then we were also given an industrial grade disinfectant. And so then we had, I don't want to call it a training because it wasn't, but we had a brief instruction on how to use those this afternoon. Again, we're old enough, we have the written instructions in front of us. They briefly kind of just walked through the skeleton, the key points of them today. But us as teachers, kind of what we're being instructed to do is, in between each class, use the sanitizing spray. It has to sit for a minute, and then you wipe down the desk and you're good to go. The next thing, at the end of the period or end of the day, we use the disinfectant, and that is a lot stronger. And so that's what is left for the teachers to do. So yeah, we were given the sanitation spray, disinfectant spray. With those we have paper towel wipes. Essentially they're just super extra bounty strength, if you want my humble opinion. And then these really janky plastic, not rubber, plastic gloves to wear as we are wiping things down. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, that's in between classes, and then after school again we spray the industrial grade disinfectant, and I believe later on that evening we even have our janitors come through and do even some extra cleaning on top of that, just to make sure all the surfaces have been cleaned to some capacity, again to try to minimize the spread of everything, hopefully to keep us in the classroom for as long as possible. I guess going through orientation today, having the meeting at the end of the day, kind of talking about what's expected of teachers during this in-school now classes. Man, I hate online teaching, but I would rather teach online than to have to do everything they're kind of asking us to do. We can't meet in other rooms with other teachers if it's more than 5 of us. We have to eat lunch in our own room by ourselves. We can't have kids in our room if they have a study hall and we have a prep. We can't invite them into our room. All of this, yes, if you get special permission, it's fine, but I'm not one of those that tries to go out and get special permission just to do those things. So that will kind of be tough for a lot of people. A lot of people in my wing especially like to eat lunch with kids. Personally, it's somewhat nice maybe once a week to maybe eat lunch with the kids, but when you teach 6 out of the 8 periods of the day, and in my case I should be coaching from the first day of school to almost the last day of school, that kind of 25-minute lunch period is peaceful to be with other colleagues or by myself, I guess. So I'm not too upset that I can't have lunch with students, but like I said, it was nice every once in a while that was a thing that could be done. So we'll see, again, moving forward, how it all goes. Janitors aren't too confident that we'll be in school for too long. I've heard a week and a half to maybe 3 weeks is what they're betting on. So we'll see what happens. It's hard to just kind of laugh at that because, I mean, they are the ones that clean up after us. They are the ones that make sure everybody has a safe environment at school. Although it's lightheartedly fun, it's also kind of disheartening knowing that they probably aren't wrong, considering everything that they have to do as well. So we'll just wait and see how it goes. So I guess quick recap, like I said, today had my morning classes, my 3 7th grade sections, 1 8th grade section. And this afternoon we did our Cohort A orientation. Again, we split our groups in half that has signed up for the hybrid model. And today we had our first half of kids come through in the afternoon. They spent about 5 minutes in each class. Again, really just to meet their teachers, figure out their schedule, see the classrooms, know where they're going. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning with our B cohort and go from there. So then I'll teach in the afternoon my 2 sections, move into Friday, so our non-new content day, our check-in and help day. we'll survive the weekend, moving into next Monday, the first day in class. We'll have every section homeroom through 8th period, but it'll just be half of our kids. The other half will be at home doing asynchronous work, so double planning, quadruple planning, depending on how many classes, the type of classes you teach. So it's been a challenge. It's been a fun challenge. It's been interesting to say the least. It'll only get more interesting as time goes, so thanks for following along with the journey. As always, guys, be nice to your friends, drink your water, wear your mask. Bye.